Apa tu baik banyak tu? Betul kan banyak apa dah?
There was a lot of things happening in this short that at first did not make any sense. Still, a lot of them don't make any sense, but they all seem to have a sort of significance to them that I was trying to figure out throughout. So it definitely made me think. I really loved the sets and the set design of this, how the immediate setting is all that we see, and then everything else is surrounded by blackness. It sort of concentrates our focus on what is happening in the foreground, which I thought was an interesting way of doing things, and it worked to really focus me in on what was happening. The imagery itself was slightly disturbing. I would call this nightmare fuel for sure. With the animal heads were all pretty creepy. Um, I noticed that bananas were used a lot for different props. She used it for a phone, they used it for guns in the end, and then she was slathering him with bananas at one point. So I know there's probably significance to that. I may have to look further to figure it out, but I love it. I appreciated that motif for sure. Overall, I thought it was very creative, something I definitely haven't seen before.
It's one of those films that it just keeps your attention because you're trying to figure out what's going on. Are these people with masks on? Are they aliens? Is something happened to the world where it's necessary? It felt very bizarre and insane, but at the same time, it made sense. This is the world that was established, so it makes sense within this world that this is all happening. It was very, very amusing to watch and try to figure out what was going on, especially as the characters came in contact with each other. But it is well done. It does leave a lot of questions, but it is well done because a good film makes people think, and that's what this film did.
Kind of mesmerizing. It was freaky. It was whimsical. It was so many great qualities. And the final scene there kind of really ties it together with the title and all, and occurrences of questionable significance. And yeah, it had me questioning that for sure. Did I want to see their faces? Absolutely. Is there any reason for it? Not really. The way it all built up was just brilliant. Really great direction here, cinematography too. Just the way things were. We kept these dark backgrounds. We didn't really know where we were. We were just focused on the characters. So it was a really strong choice. I think it paid off great, and just brilliant writing. Just to conceptualize this and put it on paper, to have it produced, just takes a really brilliant and creative mind.
It gave fever dream. It gave surreal. It gave am I high? Am I sober? In a good way, in all the best ways. I had never seen anything like it before. And I applaud how much story and emotion you got across without dialogue in the midst of the crazy visuals, in the midst of in the midst of all that, you still told a story with a beginning, middle, and end with, as far as like communicating emotion and all of that, and structure and all of that.
These masks are amazing. I love them. They are so realistic and so expressive. This film is interestingly cryptic and appealing. I have to be honest, this was just very cryptic for me. I love their unassuming special and sound effects, how they place some importance in the telephones being bananas, and specifically cryptic, I found their sensual scene. It was just hard for me to digest. I don't think I got the message quite right, but the idea behind exchanging masks at some point was totally unique. It made me think a lot, and all without saying a word. It was brilliant.
Definitely different from the average. I I really love the idea to use masks throughout the film and having these characters just behaving like their masks, basically, so behaving like animals. And it was also quite interesting to see them engaging with each other without actually talking, just with these weird sounds they were making. And also at the same time, I really loved the ending when they swap masks. I think the overall idea was quite captivating, and this aura of horror mystery that we have around the short, it is what really keeps the audience entertained from start to finish. And on top of that, there was a fantastic direction, very engaging.
I've got to give props to the filmmakers for their creativity. I thought that they did a great job with like the masks and having a banana as a phone and things like that. And then all of the different bananas were different cell phones in the cell phone store. I loved all of that.